Let's talk about something strange. Not politics, not technology, not money. Let's talk about us, human beings. We are the only species that asks, why am I here? Think about that for a second. A planet formed 4.5 billion years ago. A ball of rock on fire cooling in space. No cities, no trees, no sound except storms and waves. According to science, life began in the ocean. Tiny organisms, invisible, simple, no thoughts, no ambitions, just survival. Over millions of years, those organisms changed. Slowly, gradually, they adapted. Some failed, some survived. Eventually, one branch of life developed something unusual. Self-awareness. The ability to say, I exist. That's us. But science is only one way humans explain themselves. The Quran presents another dimension. It describes the human being as created from clay, shaped intentionally, formed in stages inside the womb. And then something extraordinary happens in that narrative. God breathes into the human being from His Spirit. Whether you interpret that spiritually, metaphorically, or theologically, the idea is powerful. It suggests that humans are not just biological machines. We are matter and meaning. That tension defines us. Now here's where it gets interesting. Humans didn't just survive. We built. We created language. We built cities. We organized laws. We formed empires. The Roman Empire, the Ottoman Empire, massive systems of power stretching across continents. And almost every empire followed the same pattern. Rise, confidence, arrogance, decline. Strength often creates the illusion of permanence. History disagrees. And sometimes, it's not even arrogance that changes history. Sometimes it's something small, a missed detail, a forgotten object. The Titanic was called unsinkable, a masterpiece of engineering. Yet when it entered icy waters, the lookout crew didn't have binoculars. The key to the locker holding them had been misplaced before departure. No binoculars, reduced visibility, iceberg, thousands of lives altered, small cause, massive consequence, or consider spinach. For decades, people believed spinach contained extraordinary levels of iron. Children were told it would make them strong like Popeye. The origin, a misplaced decimal point in a scientific report. One punctuation error, one myth, generations influenced. Humans are capable of nuclear reactors and decimal mistakes. We also fight for reasons that seem unbelievable in hindsight. There was a war in Italy triggered by a stolen wooden bucket. In Australia, soldiers were sent to control large numbers of emus destroying crops. The emus proved faster and more resilient than expected. The campaign failed. A pastry shop dispute in the 19th century escalated into international conflict between France and Mexico. An army once attacked itself at night, mistaking its own soldiers for the enemy. This is not satire. This is history. So what are we? We split the atom, we compose symphonies, we build spacecraft, and we also panic in the dark. We invent philosophy, and we misplace keys. Some individuals expand human knowledge. Albert Einstein reshaped physics, yet he avoided wearing socks because he found them impractical. Nikola Tesla imagined electrical systems that power our modern world. He was also deeply obsessive about order and hygiene. And then there are figures like Adolf Hitler, whose ideology resulted in devastation on an unimaginable scale. The same species produces both. That is the uncomfortable truth. Human beings are not simple. We are a contradiction. We are capable of extraordinary compassion and extraordinary destruction. The question is not, are humans intelligent? Clearly we are. The real question is, are we wise? Intelligence builds machines. Wisdom builds justice. Intelligence creates power. Wisdom restrains it. Every human life contains that tension between ego and humility, between impulse and reflection, between destruction and responsibility. Whether you see humanity through evolution, divine creation, or both, one fact remains. You have consciousness, you can choose, and that choice shapes history more than we like to admit. Empires fall, ships sink, mistakes happen, but character, that's the real force multiplier. Kindness is not weakness, humility is not smallness, restraint is not fear. They are forms of strength. The story of humanity is not finished. It is ongoing. And you are part of it. The question is simple. What kind of human will you be?